to buy classic pieces. Solid classic, seasons on, years on. Purchase designer items, second party stores, and they did have an outlet out there, 10 to 12% off. It's not as great as Paris and Italy on these luxury items. There's certain things that were in season that are hard to get. They're like a collector's item. Position myself where I could afford, you know, the ambition, able to, you know, live your best life. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as promised, I'm going to share ways that you can save on your luxury purchases or items, or ways or strategies that I use to afford luxury items. The first strategy I have is to buy classic pieces. I have said this time and over again on my previous videos. Essentially, classic pieces are timeless. They essentially last seasons on, years and years and years and years on. So if you get solid classic shoes, handbags, even ready to wear pieces, you don't have to worry about them going out of style and essentially being not an empty purchase, but a purchase that doesn't afford you longevity. So that is like one of my number one strategies. This summer I had other financial priorities to take care of, so I actually didn't do that much luxury shopping this summer, but I have tons of classic pieces in my collection, so that's no issue for me. I wear my classic items from seasons before that I purchased them, and it's great. I still feel current. I still feel on trend. I mean, obviously not everyone is into classic pieces, so that's fine. Obviously it would only apply to you if you're into classic pieces. Not everyone is into classic pieces. You know, everyone's sense of style is individualized and personal. So if you are into classic pieces, that is already half the battle. My other tip is that designer items do go on sale. Obviously not all designers. You know, Louis Vuitton typically doesn't go on sale, but the other designers tend to have sales, especially when you purchase from a second party. There's Neiman Marcus, there's Bloomingdale's, there's Hershey's. Yeah, Hershey's. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Where you can purchase designer items. These stores do tend to have sales, so it's always good to subscribe to their mailing list so you are aware when they do have sales and you can purchase then. I've gotten quite a few sandals, handbags on sale, okay, when these second party stores do have sales. So don't underestimate the power of a sale. Sometimes the pieces may be not a neutral color, or it may not be a classic style, but you know, you can still pick up pieces, and you can always look to see if there's anything that you know, catches your eye or sparks your interest. Outside of sales, there are outlets. So I remember I went to Orlando Florida, and they did have an outlet out there. I do not remember the name of the outlet, but I got and the outlet had Gucci, Prada, Versace, Bottega, okay. And again, these items are not always the most classic pieces. You have a chance of finding a classic piece if you're interested. They're not you know, you may see some more so like seasonal items you'll most likely see at these outlets. But you know, if something catches your eye, a lot of times you can get 40 to 50% off of handbags, shoes. And I was able to get my hand on a few handbags and a few shoes when I went to Orlando, to my pleasant surprise. I was able to get stuff for some of my family members. Basically, we all walked out with a bag. We all found something that we liked, and it was and it felt like such a victory because we got it at such a steal, so, or a discounted price. So that's another option. My favorite option, and I feel like this is where you may get the biggest discount on something that is on your wish list, because obviously steering more towards classic pieces. Yes, you can get something on your wish list when they have sales, or when they have when you go to the outlet. Your likelihood of checking off an item from your wish list is a little bit lower, but this way is my most favorite way. You can literally wait until you do this to get something on your wish list. And this is when you travel abroad to European countries. You are entitled to a VAT refund, which is about 10 to 12% off, depending on which country you go. Paris, Italy, France and Italy, I feel like have a great VAT refund. I'm not sure about Japan, how good their VAT refund is, but I do know that Dubai offers a VAT refund. It's not as great as Paris and Italy, or France and Italy, because a lot of these items are made there, so they don't have the importation fee. So VAT refund is basically you get a tax back because you are not a citizen or a taxpayer in these countries, so you do not pay the tax on these luxury items. And you know, these luxury items can run you a few $1,000s, so you can get a great amount of you know, taxpayer money, or you can a great amount of tax dollars off of it. Obviously, the more you buy, the more your tax back you'll get. So I'm by no means saying take a trip to this country to shop. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are in a country, or you do plan a vacation in a country, and maybe there's a wish list bag that you may want, I would urge you to wait till you get to the country to make that purchase versus getting it in the US, because you will most likely get a great amount, 10 to 12% off on that item. And I think it's definitely worth it. And a lot of people are using this strategy. I'm sure you can find videos or shorts or clips or reels on TikTok and Instagram of people doing this. London recently got rid of theirs, so yeah, don't go to London if you're trying to bundle this shopping plus having a great vacation. And I've gotten quite a few, you know, Chanel bags like this. Yeah, so I would definitely try that strategy. It can't hurt. Yeah, I really love that strategy. And then it's like your bag has sentimental vacation ties to it, right? Like, I got this bag in Greece, I got this bag in Paris, you know. Like, when doing that though, make sure you bring your passport with you when you go shopping. And number two, make sure your bags that you are claiming the taxes on that you bought is either you're wearing them or they're on your carry-on. The personnel may want to see the actual purchase, right? So they may want to see the actual bag. So typically if you buy something that is a little cheaper, you can go to the kiosk, scan the paperwork that you get from the store, and you're fine. But if you made a large purchase, you have to go to the kiosk where you see a representative, and they're going to want to see the actual bag that you purchased. Okay, just a heads up. Okay, and then there's the pre-loved market. But the pre-loved market is a little complicated depending on the condition of the bag, depending on if it's a classic bag, depending on if it's a vintage bag. You may actually pay a little bit more on the pre-loved market, but you can pay less, especially if the bag is not in the best condition. So that's also an option. Honestly speaking, I probably got a few bags off of the pre-loved market that were in pretty good condition. So it can be hit or miss with the pre-loved market. You would most likely get, I believe you would most likely get a lower price if the condition is not the best, honestly, because certain things that were in season that are hard to get, certain classic pieces that are hard, you know, that are vintage, that are coveted, that are hard to get, you may end up paying actual more for them because, you know, they're like a collector's item in that way. So that's one strategy to keep in mind if you don't mind wearing secondhand items. The other way that I afford luxury items is basically, for me, is to level up. It's very cliche, but honestly speaking, ever since I was younger, I really loved designer items. Ever since I was in high school, college, and it really motivated me to, you know, choose a career or to position myself where I could afford luxury items. So I knew when choosing my career, or when I knew when, you know, I just knew that I had to pick a recession-proof career. Aside from just having a recession-proof career, you have to be hardworking and ambitious, because just having a job that is secure is just not enough. You have to put in the work. You have to, you know, be willing to put in a little overtime to make things happen, so to speak. So for me, I feel like that's a big part of how I'm able to afford luxury items. Essentially, it is expensive, right? It's not an inexpensive habit, or it's not an inexpensive hobby. So for me, I just made sure to just position myself to have financial security where I can have, you know, discretionary or leisurely cash to basically fund, you know, my hobby of loving designer items and loving to shop. And that's partly why I do make these kind of videos, is just to just motivate others to just boss up, level up. You know, obviously I have a degree, I went to college, I went into nursing, but you can go into other lucrative fields that offer a great salary. If college is not your thing, you can enter the entrepreneurial space, but honestly you have to just have, you know, the ambition, the will, choose something you're passionate about. Because at that point, it doesn't really feel like work. It just feels like you're filling your soul up, which is great. But you have to be disciplined. Either way, it's going to be hard. Like, I recently watched this clip of Steve Harvey, and he's like, you know, to be rich is hard, to be poor is hard. Like, but you have to choose what hard you want to be, right? And I'm by no means rich, but you know, whether you choose to be an entrepreneur, whether you choose a 9 to 5, they both come with hardship. Whether you choose to be a stay-at-home mom or to work in the field, it comes with hardship. So I feel like you just have to choose which hard you can handle, or which hard best suits you, and you just want to be able to, you know, live your best life and position yourself to live your best life. So that is, you know, the hallmark of my channel. And for me, you know, a major motivator when I was in school is because I wanted to be able to afford certain things and indulge in certain things and give myself certain experiences that, you know, my parents were not able to give me, and to also give back to them so that they can, you know, live. Because, you know, a lot of parents are so hardworking, they make so much sacrifices for their children, and they just forget about themselves, or they neglect themselves. And, you know, I'm happy that I'm in a position where I can just show my parents new experiences, treat them to higher end or luxury experiences, and you know, just watch them smile and be happy. Obviously parenting requires a lot of discipline, so it's nice to know that my discipline can afford me to make my parents and my family smile in whatever gesture I choose that to be. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye guys.